Disney adults scare the shit out of me. They need to be put on a list. Look, you go on a family trip to Disney every once in a while, once a year, sure. As long as you're not rocking the Mickey Mouse ears and you don't got the satchel with the pins,
we're okay.
All
got those, dude.
Yo, Rav, you buying back in?
He says he thinks he's buying back in, which means fades.
Wow.
The Steelers. Again, this system is 100% profitable. Those do not grow on trees, folks. So if you want to get involved, all you got to do is fade a Steelers fan. Find a Steelers fan, number one. Number two, fade them. Cereal is one of the fakest sharp foods you can eat. Big Breakfast has forced cereal down our throats for years, and I'm on to it. If you don't see me on this show tomorrow, you know who did it. It's Big Breakfast. What's going on, chat? Happy BTL Tuesday, episode 848 piece. As always, hold the fry, joined by your two hosts, Krabs and Jovan, presented by Bookit Sports. If you are not using Bookit Sports every day, if you don't have it downloaded on your phone, what are you doing? If you're in here watching the show and you're not using Bookit, you're missing a key factor of your day every single day, okay? A key cog, a key part. Use Bookit like we use it every single day. Check the splits. Check other people's bets. You can check the feed on there as well. It's like Twitter just for sports betting. Check out Bookit, Bookit. If you're not using it already, start today. Change your life for the better. Okay, Bookit, Jovan, Goots, WBTL. We were not able to make it into the office today. Hopefully tomorrow, fingers crossed. But we are virtual once again today, like old time's sake. Jovan, how we doing? Happy Tuesday.
Yep. Up and moving. Kind of feel like Nux. You might have to take the reins today, but got a great CBB slate. Pretty excited.
Well, this might cheer you up. How about a Battleberg W?
It does cheer me up.
Yes. Let's go ahead and recap the Bookit Squad ride first. I mean, just why even make it a game there at the end? Why make it still something there at the end?
The Bonsa's just.
Why did the Bonsa not have the ball in his hands on the last play? Why was he not involved?
Maybe because he was 6 for 24. That's probably why.
He could be 0 for 100. I still want him to have the ball in his hands.
What a dog-pissed player. It's like he's trying to get drafted to the Thunder. He's almost as tough to watch as SGA sometimes.
He's raw. He's, only 18, and his game is not nearly polished enough. Did not have a very efficient night last night, that's for sure. He had plenty of points, but not a very efficient scoring night there for the Bonsa, future Wizard, hopefully. Man, BYU, they hung around late. They made that a ball game for no reason. They actually somehow got the ball down 15 seconds left, and they missed a layup that got blocked at the end of that game. Pretty much strong.
Block of the year, I will say.
Great block, great defense. Great block, great defense. Terrible squad ride. Once again, we need to lock in today. Jovan, me, Goots, chat. We need to lock in today. We need to hit a squad ride. Officially declaring this a must-need squad ride for tonight. Officially declaring it. So we'll spend plenty of time crafting up a squad ride later on in the show. And luckily, Jovan, we have a great slate in CBB today. Zero excuses whatsoever. I mean, we got mid-major games. We got some ranked games. I wrote up an article about all 10 games involving ranked teams today and had a play in every single one of those games. So if you're asking yourself right now, what am I supposed to do with no football? We got one NFL game left, no college football. Get involved on the hardwoods. College basketball. Keep the NBA at the door if you want that. Wait for the app after BTL today. But college basketball slate today is absolutely loaded, and I did write up an article for a play in all 10 great games for today. So check that puppy out. Do me a favor. Even if you don't want to read it right this second, click on that link for me real quick. It helps more than you guys know. And then come on right back. Can we recap the Sharp report from yesterday? Because it was bad, at least on my end. Not great. Not great. You had a crazy one with some pushes.
Yeah, insane gray.
2-1 and 2. I don't know if we've ever seen a 2-1 and 2.
Yeah, 2 pushes might be a record on one side.
Yeah, Big Bubs, the hair's growing. I wouldn't say it's growing fast, but it's growing. Penn State was a great play. Tyson was cake. Pretty sure that one hooked over. Koa Pete was a pretty good lesson. If you would have told me Arizona would have won that game and Koa Pete would go less than his points and only have 10, I'd probably say there's no shot. They did. They certainly did. I hate Tyson, man. He's really good at basketball, and he doesn't care who knows it. Kind of a me guy. Should not have faded him. Jovan, great call on Ryan Conwell. That square was free. And so was Duke. I mean, you could have made them minus 18.5. You could have made them minus 25.5. And it would have came through. Duke might be back.
They might be back.
They are a well-oiled machine. They're great against ranked opponents. They're great at home once again. I mean, Coach Shire has that puppy moving and grooving down there in Raleigh. They're almost unbeatable.
You know how you can become rich? And I'm going to continue saying it. The second you feel like Louisville is losing their spot in the game or starting to get momentum turned against them, you can live bet fade them 24/7. Guess who still does not make any adjustments? Your favorite coach.
Wish I heard that before the game yesterday.
What do you mean, Krabs? I say it every time. I've said it no less than 20 times. If he has to make an adjustment in game, Kelsey is a horrid coach. But if it works from the start, they're fantastic and they look like the best team of all time. If any tweak needs to be made in game, if any personnel change needs to be made in game, if the game flips against them in the slightest, he's cooked.
Well, I don't think any adjustments would have saved them last night in that game.
Right on.
I mean, they were fucked from the start. They got absolutely mauled. That was like boys against men in that game.
We do need sidetrack a statement on the MLB The Show cover.
Statement on the MLB The Show cover, dog shit game. I won't be buying it. I won't be playing it. That's pretty much it. I mean, you couldn't have picked anyone else. Talk about a me guy game. Talk about a me guy cover athlete. You couldn't have picked one of the other thousands and thousands of professional ball players. Shit, a minor leaguer. Maybe give him some spotlight. That'd be a cool first. The running back, the same lazy guy they ran in 2018 or 2019, whenever he was on the cover back then. Same guy. I think the first time they've had a replica cover athlete, and they're using it on Aaron Judge. Out of all the people, how about you use it on a young star in the game? Try to grow the game a little bit. Try to tailor to your audience, right? Maybe a James Woods. CJ Abrams, looking like Gary Bonds, would have been a great cover athlete picture. That's for sure.
Could put Willie B on the cover.
Could have been Willie B. It could have been Gunny Bunny. It could have been, again, I'd rather run him back and then put Aaron Judge back up there. Jackson Holiday, right? Baby Jackson would have been a cool one. You could have put some milk bottles and some pacifiers on the cover.
Dude, how'd they not run back? If they're going to run one back, I mean, fully unbiased, how did they not run back Ohtani if he's the guy?
Could have ran back Ohtani after winning a World Series and, having the best game ever in baseball history when he pitched and hit 3 home runs. Could have put him on the cover. Could have put him swinging in that game. Would have saved the people a lot of time coming up with images. Aaron Judge, at this point of his career, coming off as one of his best seasons, you're putting him on the cover? It's like you're
seeing the World Baseball Classic up there. I can't wait till Krabs just spawns with Judge less than bases, World Baseball Classic square. A couple weeks. We'll
talk about the World Baseball Classic for sure, and we'll talk about how he ripped the captain's patch from Mike Trout's jersey and made it all about himself. We could talk about that here in a moment. But Jose Ramirez, that would have been a great anti-me guy to put on the cover after he took a fat pay decrease on his contract to help the Guardians. Talk about a team player, right? Maybe you give him something, an award, or maybe you make him a cover athlete. He's one of the best players in baseball, doesn't care about all the money, doesn't care about all the hoopla, doesn't care about, the city of New York. He's just, J-Ram, and he's just an absolute stud. Could have put him on the cover.
I mean, real shit, like how's the back-to-back Cy Young, undisputed best pitcher in the MLB, not on the cover either.
Yeah.
No Screwball. Maybe they're scared that he's going to not be a Tiger. They don't want that on the cover, but how does he not get a cover?
Screwball, I mean, they could have ran back Paul Skeens, made it all about him after a great year, right? Would not have minded that. Could have put any, of Goots' young prospects on the cover as well, maybe hype them up, right? Could have put DJ Hers on there, who's about to have a breakout year as well.
DJ Hers.
A lot of options they could have had that would be better than what they have up here. And again, Aaron Judge had a good year last year. Hits a couple home runs. Cool. Does he win? No. And that's the guy you want to lead Team USA in the World Baseball Classic. What has he ever led well in his life? What has he ever done or accomplished in his life besides hitting a couple home runs in a small ballpark with juice baseballs? I don't know. I don't know how that automatically makes you the captain of Team America. Mike Trout's my captain. I'll tell you that much. And the fact that he ripped the patch off his jersey himself and put it on his, made it all about, Aaron Judge, is absolutely absurd and disrespectful to what Mike Trout has done for Team USA. It's disrespectful.
Unreal.
Absolutely disrespectful. Maybe he'll get a ring here. I don't know. He's not getting one in Major League Baseball. Maybe he'll get one of the World Baseball Classic.
If they don't win, that would be just.
The DR.
This is the biggest year of all time.
The DR is stacked. I'll tell you what I do like. I like that he's on the cover. That could be a W jinx. I like that he's playing in the World Baseball Classic. We all know Aaron Judge only has a certain amount of swings until he gets hurt. That's just how it goes every year. So if he's using up these swings before the season even starts, not saying I'm rooting for any injury. I would never do that. But I'm just saying keep him on the horizon. They're certainly common. Could certainly see him maybe wearing out a little bit before the season. It's a lot of extra mileage than Mr. Judge. Aaron Judge is like a Lamborghini that has serious mechanical issues. Great car when it drives, really cool car, flashy. People love it, but you got to take it in the shop once a year. How good is that car? How reliable is that car? That's Aaron Judge. The fact that he's going to have extra swings, extra miles before the season even begins.
That just means you're
not a great sign for the Yanks.
Every swing he takes in the WBC is an extra lineup you put his less than home runs in before the season starts.
Yep. Tinley 210, don't worry, my man. It's on the list. Probably going to go to outside the American Arena?
American Airlines Center.
American Airlines Center. And well, yeah, maybe. I don't see Goots doing any punishments. I'll say it.
Don't do that to myself.
I don't see Goots doing punishments. I don't see Jovan doing punishments. Just bull craps. I don't see Trent. Trent just does punishments and then doesn't even do them, which is the worst part.
Yeah, Trent puts his balls in the line for shit to happen and never does it.
Yeah, check out that DR lineup.
Yeah, the DR lineup is just.
They're stacked.
Unbelievable.
Lancer Golf, great call on fading Coco Golf last night, my man. You were red hot. If you have any plays you love for tonight, we were trying to find a way to maybe fade Djokovic and take Mussolini. Is that his name? I believe. Mazzetti, I believe is his name. This kid is an absolute beast. I don't know how we can bet on him, but Mazzetti is him. So Lancer Golf, if you got a play, you got a square you like, let me know.
Krabs, I got an idea for you.
What do you got?
April 27th, Judge and the Yanks come to Texas.
Ooh.
That can be your sign day.
Yeah, I do think I have it on record and in writing. I got to go to opening day, but we'll talk about it.
Well, that's a month past. I mean, you can do it in Yankee Stadium too, if you so choose.
Yeah. I'm sure that would garner some great reactions, some high fives probably from Yankee fans. That makes me sick. I have to wear gloves. Let me know if we have any tennis plays for tonight. We've low-key been tapped into the tennis during this Alaska snowstorm. Watching tennis almost every night. We hit a tennis square last night. Goots, you want to tell the people how you what we did last night? It's pretty funny.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to do it.
Okay. I'll give the breakdown. I'll go Goots. So, Goots, look, I've been taking the plays, so I've been cold as well in tennis. I don't even know how to say it. On the clay, on the pitch, on the hard court. Okay. Been pretty cold. We've been sweating out of play pretty much every night here. And Goots is like, hey, I love this less than total games. In this match last night, it was who was playing? I don't even remember the names. Zverev versus Lerner Team. American. Goots is like, love the less than games. Love it, love it, love it. I'm thinking, Goots, have you seen this chart on PrizePicks? The chart was completely red. It was the most popular square on PrizePicks for tennis. I'm thinking, Goots, have we thought about maybe hitting the fade button? Maybe we reverse that and try to take the opposite. And Goots was like, you know what, you're right. So we flipped it. We faded the square that Goots loved. And it hit. So W Goots, we fucking finally saw some green on the hard court.
Wow.
What'd you say? Yeah, it was still a sweat. It was a sweat. Did not soar, but W play, W Goots. Great call. Great call. And we got another great match tonight, Jovan. We got Joker and Mazzetti. Should be a pretty good tennis match. Maybe somebody in the chat, Lancer Golf. Maybe he can spoon feed another winner on the hard court. Certainly wouldn't mind it. We got a couple subbies here as well, or a couple stream streaks. Jovan, Paul Mack getting the party started. W resub 20 months. Attaboy. Couple stream streaks here. We got Sade at 95. Wow. Almost at 100. We got Big Rob at 105. My God. W stream streaks. Joey Loans as well. Danny E getting involved as well with a stream streak. We got Raekwon, Killer Jim Tom. W stream streaks. We appreciate you guys. If you have a stream streak, let us know so we can gas you up. We appreciate you. And W subby from Paul Mack as well. Okay. Would love to hear a tennis play for tonight if anybody in the chat has one. But recap king of the board. Let's recap that first, and let's get the recaps over with. Jovan, you owe us a hand-sealed letter, I believe.
Hand-sealed letter. It was never LeBron somehow.
Yeah, it was never LeBron. It was Luka again. And he had 40. Goodness gracious.
Yeah. LeBron had 20 points in the first half. Not a peep after that.
Yep.
That was just.
Yep.
Horrid.
Unbelievable.
Horrid.
If you guys are looking for early plays in CBB, I do like Texas Southern and I do like Prairie View. I think I saw Beeve two-piece parlay those two plays.
No.
Yeah, I would pick either one of those and just ride with a straight bet. Honestly, I like Texas Southern. It flipped from a dog to a favorite at home, and I like Prairie View probably the most. Prairie View should not be a favorite against anybody right now, and they are at home against AAMU. Some SWAC action to get the party started on a Tuesday afternoon. Love to see it. Great slate in college basketball today.
The Southland on CBS Sports midday.
Wow. Sure.
Nah.
Sure. Whitman's Perry is Krabs with the high and tight. Oh, yeah. Missing a couple patches, but we got some hair coming in.
Yeah, it's starting to fill back in there.
Looks like I'm fresh out of prison with this cut, straight up. Need to get these little spots filled in. Might need to take a trip to Turkey. Anybody got a guy over there? Let me know.
We can find some guys.
Yeah, let me know. I'll be down to make that trip. Hairline is cooked. Took with Brent. Sweating out way too many college basketball underdogs to have a hairline at this age. Just facts. Number one cause of hair loss is stress. So I blame Trent, actually, for this. W hairline.
Sure.
W hairline. All right. Yeah, Jesus, I'm not going back to bald, man. I got to grow this puppy out. We pay guys to be there in Ankara. Is that in Turkey? I'm assuming. I need to make a trip over there. Apparently, they got some good golf over there as well. It'd be a good golf trip and hair transplant. Yeah. I keep seeing TikToks about it because it's coming up on my feed, I think. I keep looking up how to grow my hair at a faster rate than it's growing right now. And I think all these turkey vids are popping up on my feed because of it. Yeah. Apparently, you just go over there and they rip some hairs out of the back of your head. They put them in here. Next thing you know, you got a full head of hair. Crazy how that works.
Yeah.
Crazy how that works.
That's insane.
Anybody trying to take a squad ride trip to Turkey? Let me know.
Squad ride Turkey. Shit, I'll probably need it in a couple years too.
Dude, so when you get to my age, man, you understand. Squad ride trips to Turkey are a norm. They're a new norm. You still got a full head of hair, Goots, when you get to my age. You never know. Mahoney, you want to join? Could be a W. Could be a W trip. All right. Let's move. Enough recapping. We do have a Super Bowl party we want to promote here, guys. Could not be a better free experience for you guys to join us on Super Bowl Sunday coming up here in a couple weeks. We got free entry for the first 200 people. We've got 2 free drinks. So you'll get 2 free drink tickets when you walk in. You got an RSVP. We'll drop the link to RSVP in the chat here in one moment. And you guys got an RSVP. So we know you're on the list. We're not letting people in who aren't on the list. And if you hit a 6-man PrizePicks lineup at the Super Bowl party, if you're the only one that does it, you'll win $1,000 in PrizePicks promo. If a couple people end up winning, 6-man as well. Not very common. So if a couple people end up winning, I'll tip cap. Props to you. You guys will split $1,000 in PrizePicks promo. So let's get the party started. We'll have a full food buffet. We'll have a dessert buffet as well. So talk about a cheat day. I'll be looking forward to that Sunday for sure. At the Backyards, which is a very cool venue. We had a PrizePicks event there a year or so ago for, I believe, a Super Bowl as well. I think it was last year, right? Yeah. W Events, W Bar, if you guys are local. Even if you're not local, book a flight. There's 2 airports down here. Pretty cheap tickets, to be honest with you still. Book a flight. Get down here. Hang out with the squads. Make it a weekend thing if you want. But we will be at the Backyard, giving you guys some free drinks, giving you guys free foods, unlimited free foods, giving you guys a dessert bar as well, so you can have your cake with your cake. You can pair it with your straight bets or your PrizePicks lineups in the Super Bowl. We're going to have a great time. Join us. Okay, we'll drop the link here one more time. Might need to do an IRL stream for that. That could be cool.
Kish, that might be a must need.
That could be cool. We need to get Kish down here.
Yes, need Kish. Like
we need to see Welta. Welta's talking all that talk. Ooh, Trent never invites me.
Welta better be there.
This is
we don't even need to fly him out for this. He's here. I'm pretty sure.
Is he pretty local?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you need to hop in the whip and make a move. Okay. Kish, man, sack up and make the flights. Kish might be afraid to come to America, I'll say. He might be scared. Yeah, if you're in the DMV, quick flight, bro. It's like $200 for tickets. There's 2 airports down here and 2 airports in the DMV. So, Kish is one of those who's boycotting the states. I bet. Yeah, that was fun, Kish. Get Rich Major and Gav some VIP ticks. Sure, all are welcome. All are welcome. Okay, look at some flights, boys. Seriously, I'm telling you, they're not that expensive. You get a cheap hotel for a night or 2. Not too bad either. $100, $150. Join us. Okay, if you don't have a Super Bowl event already, we're going to feed you. We'll give you a couple free drink tickets. We'll have some W vibes. You can sweat out with the entire Bookit Squads. Should be a really fun Sunday. I'm flying back Sunday morning from an engagement party that weekend for this party. I'm very excited for it. So, have a me guy move by my buddy.
Such a me guy move.
It is. It is. Trying to let somebody sleep on his couch, like Shelly did that one time with the with that one guy at the Bookit event out in Cali.
Yeah, that wasn't him. That was Shelly.
Yeah, Shelly. Trying to let somebody sleep on his couch. If you make the move, and we'll get that in writing as well. Surely he holds up his end of the bargain there. Okay. Join us. Join us. Yeah, Trent, I wasn't going to say it, man. But yeah. That's actually a team player.
So slept on.
Join us at the Super Bowl party, please. Yes, it is a me guy move. My buddy is having an engagement party the weekend of the Super Bowl. I don't think he gives a hoot. That's crazy, right?
Dude, an engagement party too? I thought it was a wedding.
I got to get – no, it's an engagement party, bro. I got to go. I'm in the wedding.
That is just –
I got to go. I'm in the shit.
That's unbelievable. I'm not saying or not trying to say why do you have to go, but yeah, if it was a wedding and you couldn't kind of avoid it, that would be one thing. An engagement party,
yeah, steak, man,
just
not great. Yeah, Jovan,
buddy needs to be stoned. I'll say it.
Yeah, and he apologized. He said, "I hope this doesn't mess with your work schedule." I said, "It does. It messes with it a little bit, but I'm willing to make it work. Flying to an engagement party is a me guy move of the century. I'm in the wedding, Jay Thorpe. I got to go. Jovan, you took Duke by say yesterday to show Krabs he's bad. Is that why you took it?
Krabs.
Yeah. Smart. Great work. All right, let's move. We got a lot of plays to talk about for today. Okay, we appreciate you guys. RSVP now before you forget. We'll drop the link one more time in the chat. RSVP before you forget. Because you got to RSVP if you want to join us at the Bookit Big Game Party is what we're calling it. The Bookit Big Game Party. Okay, join us. Very excited for that. WP.Ruck, Austin Pipe, 110 stream streak for Mr. Austin. Holy smokes. W stream streaks. We appreciate you guys. Dubs. All right, let's move. Let's talk about the slate for today. Jovan, are you ready to talk about some of our favorite straight bets?
Oh, yeah, I'm Krabs.
Okay. I'll get it started out with the nastiest one of them all.
No.
1-0 betting on Pitt this year.
You are. And that was probably best squad ride of the year.
That was the freest one we've had in the Big 2-6, which is kind of saying something. That's sad. We got to pick it up here. Also, side note, the Nod Pod is making us their bitch. So, full transparency, the Nod Pod is what?
9-2.
It won again last night? 9-2, Jovan. The Nod Pod to start out the year. Hey, it's a long year.
Just wait till that hits the feed, man.
We got some
Once that
ground to
hits
make
the
up.
feed, they're losing 5 straight.
Acting like it doesn't even count when it doesn't hit the feed.
I would love to see a graphic going, and that'd be a very simple.
It's going to be happening this week, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm working with Daniel.
Okay. Would love to see a graphic. But got to give credit where credit's due. Got a tip cap, got a tip bald head, and 9-2. Great start.
Great start.
Now, some are saying it's beginner's luck. Not me. They're just saying that in the chat. But Jovan, we got some ground to make up here. We got to kick it into gear. And it could be Pitt again tonight. Who knows? One of my favorite plays today is Pitt backing Brandon Cummings, backing Cameron Corin, and this Pitt Panthers team that, once again, I'll say the same thing I said last time we took them. Why is this Pitt Panthers team a favorite against anybody right at this point, right at this moment? They are a different type of dog shit. Sure, they could beat anybody any given game. They could. Okay, and excuse me for the Rav cough long going on over here.
I'm just laughing.
This Pitt team should not be a favorite against anybody. They shouldn't be a favorite against a high school team with how bad they are right now. They've won 1 game in their last 5. They've been dog shit this whole season. They're not covering. They're 8-12 against the spreads. Why are they a favorite against Wake Forest? Now, Wake Forest isn't playing great either right now. They're in one of their toughest stretches they've had in the last couple of years. They've lost 4 of their last 5. They kind of look like rat meat. The only game they've won the last 3 weeks was against Florida State, and that was by 1. So they're not winning. Now, they've had some tougher comp. They played against Duke, SMU, UNC, Miami. Those are their 4 losses in their last 5. But this Wake Forest team just isn't getting it done. They're not passing the eye test for me. And the fact that they're an underdog when they're around 75 in the Ken Palm, Pitt's around 110, and we're seeing Pitt as a favorite here, that's too much of a discrepancy. It should be Wake Forest as a short favorite. Looking at the Ken Palm, the fact that we're seeing Pitt as a favorite here at home is absolutely absurd, and I want in. This one simply means more for Coach Capel, who is about this close to getting canned. This is officially a must-need game for Coach Capel and the Pitt Panthers to stop the bleeding and get a big-time W against a very vulnerable Wake Forest team that has not impressed me at all whatsoever this season. Took a buzzer beater 3 from Cal Meese to beat the Hokies, and anybody should be beating the Hokies right now at this rate. Wake Forest is mid. That's why they're a dog in this spot against Pitt. Jovan, big-time win for the Panthers incoming tonight.
Might need it.
Okay.
I'm with you, though. As much as I despise that team.
Yeah.
It's the right play.
Yeah.
I'll join you.
It is. What are you cooking up over there, dude?
Your favorite squad, Krabs.
Lucky John.
You couldn't just let this one be?
No, I couldn't let this one be. It's probably my favorite play.
Great.
After a loss, which it's a pretty dog meat loss, I thought they were going to kind of drag that game away after the first half against UNC. They looked really good. I think they're up double digits for a majority of the end of the second half, or end of the first half, start of the second half. They collapsed pretty hard. And now you get a spot against Notre Dame. Shout out Goots. Who is guarding UVA on the inside? Grown those 7 feet tall. DeRitter's the one they have to worry about, like actually scoring, facilitating, being a monster. He's at the 4, and he's 6'9". Carson Tout cannot guard me in the paint. Hence why the last time they faced a team that had 2 bigs, or 2 like competent bigs, you know when that was, Krabs?
When?
It's when they faced UNC, and they faced Visar and Caleb Wilson. You know what the score of that game was?
Wasn't good.
It wasn't good at all. They lost 69-91. And a lot of it was because of those 2 guys. So, like, Notre Dame can actually do kind of well when they just sell out and make the guards beat you. The problem with doing that against UVA is who are you going to sell out on? Like, you're going to have to try and sell out on DeRitter, but that also leaves a 7-foot behemoth in the paint that he can just play a 2-man game with if he really wants to. They can play high-low. They can do whatever they want. Malik Thomas, one of the reasons that UVA has been so good on the road this season is the fact that Malik Thomas, for whatever reason, only decides to play well on the road. He's coming off a game in the UNC game. He shot them out of the game. He was like 3 for 12, got awful from 3 as well, even though like he's got a damn near fully green 3-point sharp, but he's not going to have to do that. He's going to be slashing today. But for whatever reason, he averages like 18 on the road and 11 at home. You can't really pick your poison with this team. Like whatever Notre Dame wants to do defensively, they have absolutely nothing for UVA. And mind you, like this is the same Notre Dame team we've seen get a lot of line respect last couple of years, and even this year, even going back to one of the first CBB squad rides, them as favorites at home against Missouri, who was undefeated at the time. We've seen them close at 2.5 point dogs against Clemson, who's a pretty comparable team, I would say, in my eyes, to this UVA team at home. Now they're damn near getting double digits against UVA. Why? Because UVA is about to destroy them. Duke Louisville.
Well, I disagree. I'll go to Battleburg with you again. I like the Irish. I do like your sell job. The one thing I didn't care for would be talking about DeRitter. He mainly hangs out in the three-point arc. Doesn't mean you can't beat him from there, that's for sure. But it'll be more of Grunlow and William Nesso, I think is how you say it. The two centers that kind of alternate.
He's the one off the bench, yeah.
Okay. And their guards are relatively big as well. Jakari White, I believe, is back now, and he's a damn good ball player. Malik Thomas is a pretty big point guard, shooting guard. DeRitter, though, likes to hang around the three-point arc.
He does, but
doesn't mean you can't beat him from there.
Yeah, he averages 16 and doesn't really shoot threes. So he's getting to the rim.
He's probably an NBA player.
He's so good.
Hate to say it. The Hokies found a way to beat him. UVA always has a white kid that just screams at the refs the entire game, and this is their guy this year, is DeRitter. And he just yaps the entire game. Probably my least favorite player on UVA right now, but talented. That's for sure.
Psycho.
He's good. He'll be a one and done. Kid's from Belgium, 6'9", absolute beast. Is he not jacking threes? Yeah, he usually only shoots like 3 or 4 games.
Yeah.
Makes like 1 or 2 a game.
Not a three-point shooter. But speaking of three-point shooters, the first appearance for Braden Shrewsbury in eons was also last game. Just dropped 22 on Boston College, which Boston College is absolute dog shit. But
terrible.
Probably a really good fade spot because I would think that's kind of Notre Dame's path to winning this game. They just have to outshoot UVA because Harrelson can do what he wants, and he's been actually like really good against bigger teams that he shouldn't be good against, but like he ain't gonna be slashing all day against UVA. They're gonna have to shoot. Yeah. The fact that they're debatably best shooter, he's definitely not their most consistent shooter, is coming off of his best game of the season. Spells trouble to me.
That is a very large spread for a road favorite in the ACC.
Really large.
Yep. Okay. Well, Jovan betting on the Who's. Great. Let's move. Let's get that graphic off the screen. Okay. Favorite play today, Oklahoma plus 2.5, Boomer Sooner. Somebody wake up Prime. They're winning this game outright. Love Oklahoma in this spot. Very excited to watch Xavier Brown, Nigel Pack. Nigel Pack is a fossil. I cannot believe he's still getting burned in the Big 2-6, and he can shoot the 3 ball, that's for sure. Xavier Brown is a great scorer, man. He was at St. Joe's for 2 years, absolute bucket, one of my favorite mid-major players, and he's been a star for this Oklahoma team offensively, averaging close to 17 points per game for Oklahoma this season. Oklahoma has been struggling of late. There's no way around it. They've been stinking up the place. They've lost 5 in a row. Arkansas is coming off of 2 big wins. You got Calipari bitching in the post-game pressers about what's going on in college basketball. While their team is still escaping and getting some big-time W's. They beat Vanderbilt. That was a very impressive win. I'll give them that. 93-68. Big-time win. After that, they skated by Dean Thomas and LSU. Won that game by 4. Didn't cover, but they've been pretty good against the number. So far this year, Arkansas has 13-7 so far against the spread. Oklahoma cannot say the same. They're 7-13 against the spread, Jovan, and they cannot buy a win right now. They did cover against Mizzou. They lost in a heartbreaker in that last game. I think it was over the weekends, 88-87. Brutal loss. Love backing teams coming off a 1-point loss. Love backing teams coming off a gut-wrenching, heartbreaking loss. You typically get their best that next game. And at some point, Boomer Sooner has to stop the bleeding here. They've lost a bunch of games in a row. They can't cover to save their life. They're plus 2.5, barely a dog at home against a team that's in form right now, the 15th ranked Razorbacks under Calipari. So perfect fade spot. Fading them coming off of 3 wins in their last 4 games. Buy low on Oklahoma, buy low on Xavier Brown, Nigel Pack. Tay Davis can do enough. Down low, Darian Reed, decent big. Muhammad Wagwe, decent big. They got this guy, Cool Attack, who doesn't play a ton, but he provides some size as well for Oklahoma. And they have the bodies. They can certainly score. And if there's one thing that Arkansas is susceptible to, it's giving up some points. Their offense is very good. They like to score. Kind of like Calipari's teams at Kentucky, where defense is probably their secondary option compared to offense. And Oklahoma can keep up. They could score. They don't play a lot of defense either. So it's kind of a good matchup for Oklahoma. If they are going to break the seal and get a big-time win, it's going to be against a pretty similar opponent in Arkansas, a team that doesn't play a lick of defense. That's great for Xavier Brown, who I think is going to absolutely splooge in this game. He's going to carry Oklahoma to an outright upset win. But I'll take the plus 2.5 if there's any fluke shit.
Sure. And Kyle B said in chat, the big game looming on Saturday makes this even better. Calipari versus Kentucky.
Wow. Talk about a look-ahead spot. My goodness.
I mean, probably one of the biggest look-ahead spots you could talk about in all the games today, or period, in this conference slate.
Yep. Oh, look, Krabs fade Nebraska again. Cannot wait to see the Nebraska plus 10.5 slip. JJ Malice, do me a favor. DM me that slip. Love to get some eyes on that. We'd love to know how much money you're about to lose back in the Huskers tonight. We'll talk about Michigan in a little bit and why they're laying 10.5 when they haven't covered a game in 3.5 weeks. We'll talk about it. I'd like to hear Jovan's next play, though.
Oh, Slasher's heaven. This feels like what people do in 2K a lot is what probably this game is going to be.
Okay.
And you'd be shocked to know because Kansas State has hit a bunch of unders in a row despite like somebody scores 80 in pretty much all their games. They've just had ridiculously high totals because their defense has sneakily been horrible all of this year. And they've snuck under in some like 170, 160 totals. So like this one's lower because West Virginia is involved and they're a much more hunkered down defensive squad. But look at this game. Probably one of the rare times that I will tell you the best player on each floor or the floor for both teams is going to drive this and have an absolute field day. And of course, I'm talking about Haggerty and Hunter Huff. We'll talk about Hunter Huff in a little bit, but Haggerty, I mean, has a size advantage against really anybody that West Virginia is going to throw at him. And similar to, I believe it was the Utah game, which Utah has, I mean, just a horrific defense, much, much worse than West Virginia, of course, but they got small guards. Whenever Haggerty sees a large group of small guards, he jacks, and he has really good games, of course, because he's 6'4", and he can just drive to the rim on these guys. West Virginia is a tougher rim defense, of course, but they like to play a little faster, and they do that because of their defense as well. But he put up like 30 shots in that game against Utah, and again, much worse defense. But I think you're getting a similar look from a team that I think deceptively looks like they can protect the rim just because of how slow they play and the fact that they're able to kind of hide Hunter Huff because they haven't really played many point guards that are as aggressive driving to the rim as PJ Haggerty. I think that's going to be a huge problem for them tonight. And PJ Haggerty's going to have a day, but I don't think Hunter Huff is going to have a day. And as he's going to like run circles around this team. Kansas State, one of the reasons they've been so bad is for the same exact reason. They can't really guard point guards that are super aggressive to the rim. They can't guard point guards that are really effective in transition. That's what Hunter Huff does. They can't really guard point guards that are really good pulling up for three. That's what Hunter Huff does, and he's been cold the last couple of games because he's had much, much tougher matchups. If you give me a good matchup for Haggerty and Hunter Huff, especially in a game that for West Virginia standards should probably be a lot faster than they've had to play for the last couple weeks, even like the entirety of the Big 12 slate, I'm going to take points. I think that's exactly how this game's going to go.
Okay. Love the sell job. Love seeing Hunter Huff's chart. We know he's a shot jacker. Let's just hope they go in today. And pretty high points chart. Point square, I guess is the way to put it, looking at his chart and see what he's been doing of late. And then we know Haggerty's going to be jacking, right? This could be a pretty fun game to watch. Could be kind of a square type of game where in college basketball you can get away with it, backing some stars, right? It's CBB. Sometimes you just got to square up and back the goats. This is a prime spot for your guys, Haggerty and Huff. God, Haggerty's the one that got away, man. He could have been a frog. He was a frog.
Yeah. And then he didn't even play because Jamie, I guess, didn't see it. But
immediately started splooging on Memphis and then Tulsa.
Or no, Tulsa, I think, was first.
Tulsa, then Memphis. Now he's at Kansas State. I mean, this is just ridiculous, bro.
Yeah, but tonight's the night. Does help too that both of these teams are coming off of like performances where their offenses got put in the box by some of the better teams in the conference. Kansas State was, I guess, pretty sharp. I don't remember what the line was exactly, but I know it was short against Kansas, and they ended up letting that one get away from them. They lost by like 20, scored like 60-something points. West Virginia scored 50-something against Arizona, got blown out. So what a better time for both your stars to splooge than after those games.
Yeah. Could be a good time to buy low. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I like the over. You know, I don't like any overs, but I certainly love that one. And I love that sell job. So good work. And you are still taking an over in a West Virginia game, which is not the, squarest over you can possibly take. I like it. All right. I got one more straight bet for you guys. Save the best for last here. Michigan absolutely routs the Huskers. This one's going to be a bloodbath, a blowout. Finally, Nebraska plays a good college basketball team, an absolute buzzsaw. a Michigan team where, talk about the ultimate buy low, sell high spot here for both these teams playing, Jovan. Michigan has been skating by. They've been winning games, but they certainly have not been covering. There's two teams in college basketball right now that are winning. They're hanging on by threads, but they're not covering, and it's UConn and it's Michigan. They're winning, but they can't buy a cover to save their life. They're winning, but it's not pretty. Well, I'll tell you right now, the Wolverines have a prime matchup with their two stud bigs, Yaxel Lenenborg, Morris Johnson Jr. These guys should absolutely grow up against these skinny white boys on Nebraska. Price Sanford has been great from three. What happens when he has a 7-footer in his face with his arm up, covering him out on the three-point arc? Probably not going to be raining threes like he has this entire season. And we'll talk more about him in a moment and why Price Sanford is not going more than his points. This is just a great matchup for the Wolverines to finally put belt to ass and get a big-time cover, a big-time win. I think we can all agree this spread is ridiculous. You got undefeated Nebraska who covers and wins every game, getting 10.5 points. They're getting double-digit points against a Michigan team that's winning, sure, not pretty whatsoever, cannot sniff a cover right now in the Big 2-6. Terrible against the spread. Well, that changes tonight, Jovan. The perfect buy low, sell high spot. Back Yaxel, back Michigan, a team that can hang with Nebraska, a team that can outsize, can be a little physical with this Nebraska team, something they have not seen in a while. And who are the two best players on Nebraska? I mean, they got a pretty deep team. They're not a bad team, okay? But are they an undefeated, fifth-ranked team overall in the country? No, and that will not last. Price Sanford and Reich Mast are two studs. Well, Jovan, they're going to have one heck of a time. They're going to have their hands full going against Yaxel and Morris Johnson in this game. Good luck. Even if these guys cancel out, I like Michigan's chances in this game to absolutely roll. That's why they opened up fat faves in this spot. And they're going to cover for the first time, I think, in the Big 2-6, which is saying something. I mean, that's absolutely crazy. Having not covered in almost a month. So Michigan rolls in this game. Do not fall for the, I'm just going to keep betting Nebraska every game on the spread and see how it goes. Guys, you're buying a stock at its highest point. You should never do that at any point in life, in anything. Don't do it. Don't be a fool, okay? Because it is too easy. Trying to grab Nebraska plus 10.5. It looks like the easiest bet on the board. Against Michigan who's squeaking by, not tonight. The Wolverines roll. Yaxel drops knock. And Michigan beats the brakes out of the Huskers in this one.
Brakes.
Destruction.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
Destruction. Think SBR could concur. Krabs and SBR versus the world. Jamon's in. I'm sure Goots is in as well. You down to play today, Nebraska?
Super rare SBR actually on his team side. You don't see that.
Yeah, it's actually terrible vibes. I'm not going to lie. Horrendous vibes. WSBR, that good to see you, my man. The Mara disrespect. You're right. Mara, certainly a guy to be reckoned with as well. I mean, plenty of size. For the first time Nebraska faces a big team, I think it smells trouble for the Huskers. I really do. All right.
Yeah.
W's, like Lightning says, please tweet out the score when Michigan is up at half. I got you, my man. I got you, like Lightning. I'll get right on that because that actually affects the game, right? They see that and they play differently. In the locker room, they're looking at Krabs Bets tweets. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. To an average person, 10.5 is a lot, but numbers-wise, it's a fair price. I mean, Alan, who's taking up 90% of the betting market? It's the average bear. Right, that's what matters. You got to fade what the average person is thinking. You don't need to fade what the sharps are thinking, or what the people who are obsessed with college basketball and bet it, day in, day out. No, to the average bear, 10.5 is a lot. They're going to grab those points and they're going to be in piss. That's all that matters.
Piss.
Okay, Dubs. Let's move. Jovan, you got one more straight bet for the peeps?
I'll go one more.
Okay.
Backing you guy, Flesh Alert. Shout out. Probably the best game, at least that I've watched, just start to finish, that Indiana got to play when they were the squad ride last time out against Rutgers, which we talked about it like there was not a spot that screamed just a perfect game for both Lamar Wilkerson and Tucker DeVries to bounce back because they've been moose shit for games now, weeks now even. It was the perfect game for them. Lamar Wilkerson did it. He was great. Like Tucker DeVries put up a lot of shots. He was like 10 for 20 or whatever it was. But if you watch the game and you're sweating the squad ride, some of the shots he was hitting were absolutely unbelievable. And of course, he got the benefit of playing what I think is still technically the worst perimeter defense in all of the Big Ten. So it was a great matchup for that. Purdue has not been great defensively, and they've lost 2 games straight. but they're not going to have, I think, any answer for Purdue's offense in this one. And that's what I think you need right now. And Purdue is for sure like desperate for a win after 2 straight losses where it seems like they're kind of on the ropes. They're not playing well. Nothing's really clicking for them. The defense is like the biggest issue of them all. So first to say that we're probably going to get a tour dates type game from one of either Tucker DeVries or Lamar Wilkerson, who not only shot the ball for the most part very well, except for DeVries like towards the end of the game when it really didn't matter. They also kept control of the ball really well because they're playing a team and a defense that's bad, of course, but they don't really force turnovers either. Purdue is going to speed them up a little bit, so they're going to have to play a little bit faster, and I can guarantee you, again, you're going to see more of the ball on the Purdue defense hands than we've seen from Indiana's offense, I guess, last couple games even, and then Purdue's defense hasn't really been able to generate too much over the last couple games. Golden spot for them, in my eyes. Look sharp again for Indiana to be catching a handful of points here at home, coming off a massive win on the road against Rutgers where they just dominated them from start to finish. Not going to matter because Purdue's going to lay knuck in this game. This is finally the game we've been waiting for 2 weeks now where Purdue, everything clicks on offense. They just look unstoppable. Brandon Smith does a fantastic job facilitating. The bigs eat against a very soft interior, and it's game.
Okay. Yeah, it could be a good time to buy low on Purdue coming off of back-to-back L's. How often are you able to do that? Not very.
Yeah,
right?
It's must-need.
Must-need for Purdue. Fading a team that's cost us serious coins in Indiana at times this season and some collapses. They did come through with us on that last squad ride, though, I believe.
They did. They won by 23, something like that.
This might be game of the year for Purdue, yes. It could be.
This is back against the wall for Purdue as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. I want on record I do like Indiana in this game, but Jovan's been red hot. I respect his play and I respect his sell job.
I also just love that the last time Purdue was out, I think it was almost the same exact line, if I'm not mistaken, against UCLA on the road in the West Coast, and they lost.
Yeah.
So it's a similar looking spot.
Yep. Yeah. It's true. No shot they lose 3 games in a row, right?
Hope not.
Hope not.
They need some basketball gods for getting Waglered last game.
Yeah, I mean, come on. There's nothing. They didn't even play bad last game. There was just nobody beating that Illinois team.
No, I mean Wagler. I mean that was easily, especially out of the 340 balls, the most impressive easily was his. Like he was unbelievable in that game, and he is unbelievable. Period. But there's not much they could do.
Do they play tomorrow? I'm assuming.
Yeah, and that square is marinating.
Yep, we'll be fading. Awesome.
Chat, just so you know, or it's actually
Thursday,
and it's already up marinating.
That's usually a good sign for a less than.
It's a great sign, especially for the 3 squares. That's the same as like Nigel James and some of those others. But chat, we're talking about Wagler has a 2.5 3 square up after the 40-point game with 9 threes that they have up 48 hours early, or more than that, I guess technically.
Yep.
So yeah, it's marinating for probably one reason.
Yeah, that shit ain't hitting. Like Lightning says, realistically, I think they lose as a fan of Nebraska. He's talking about Nebraska, Michigan tonight. But to say they haven't played anyone is wild, man. I mean, I'm looking at their schedule right now. It is absolute cake. It's a cupcake factory. West Georgia, Florida International, Maryland Eastern Shore, Oklahoma. They're terrible this year. We're betting on them. They're winning today, though. New Mexico, they lost their coach. They don't have the same aura. Kansas State, they stink. Although we need them to be pretty good offensively today. They stink compared to how they've been in recent years. Winthrop, South Carolina Upstate, Creighton in a down year. They're getting all these big-name teams, the ones that they are playing, besides the West Georgias and Maryland Eastern Shores. The big-name schools they're playing are all having down years, and you're getting them at the easiest spots. Wisconsin, they took care of business there. Yeah, this Wisconsin team stinks. The 2 games they actually played this year that mean something, Jovan, the road win in Illinois was very impressive.
That was.
Now that was
if I remember correctly, also injured Illinois though.
Injured Illinois, yes, so they were banged up.
Slight asterisk there.
They were banged up. Put the asterisk in, and then Michigan State, give them that big time win.
I think Michigan State incredibly overrated, but we can save that for a little later.
Big time win now. Big time win for them.
The Michigan State and Illinois wins are good. It's like
North Dakota, New Hampshire.
Peaks of their schedule and the valleys of their schedule are so far from each other. And obviously there's a hell of a lot more valleys than peaks. So, I mean, they're good, but we'll find out Find out tonight.
Yeah, facts. North Dakota, New Hampshire got squeaked in there around the holidays. Cupcake. Ohio State, I mean, they stink. Indiana, down year for them as well. Oregon, down year for them as well. Northwestern, besides our guy Martinelli, I mean, they stink. Washington, they stink this year. Minnesota stinks. They've had the most cupcake of schedules. That's why they're undefeated. And they're going to be absolutely demolished tonight against a real team in Michigan. So good luck. All right, awesome. Let's talk about some PrizePicks squares. Okay? Got a couple that I like today. Are the Panthers back? Some are saying they're back. I was talking with Fruity earlier, and they're healthy now relatively, and they've looked pretty sharp their last couple games. You know who hasn't looked sharp, though, in net for his last couple games? That'd be Playoff Bob. Playoff Bob has not been great. He's been a shell of himself of late Jovan. Pretty green chart here on this square, and I mean, this Florida team, they need him to lock in if they want to make another run this season. I think it starts tonight. Looking at that completely green chart, I want to back Florida in this game that opened up like minus 180 in this game. I thought that was some serious respect against a Utah team that, sure, they're coming off a loss, but they ripped off a bunch of wins before that. The Mammoth have been playing some pretty good hockey so far this season and of late. So I thought that was some serious respect for Florida. Love that the under in this game is super juiced. Might see some sixes popping up here soon. And I want to back Playoff Bob to beat Playoff Bob in net tonight. Florida probably rolls in this game, and they're not rolling if Playoff Bob's allowing 3 or more goals in this game. So love this square, love this less than. Price Sanford, like I was talking about earlier, Jovan, whoever is covering him is going to have an absolute field day. Price Sanford hasn't had a guy, a big, who can keep up with him on the interior a little bit as well, and also on the three-point arc where Price has been making his money of late, just banging threes at an alarming rate. I mean, you saw it in the second half of that Minnesota game. He was raining threes. Is he going to be able to keep getting away with it? Probably not. And I'm willing to bet that Michigan defense tightens up. They strap him up, their best player, and they take him out of this game. It might be more of a rank masked type of game down low, and good luck against Mara and Co. if that's the case as well. But Price Sanford's going to be taken out of this game. I hope it's Yaxel covering him. Yaxel certainly has the size and the agility and the athletic ability to keep up with Mr. Price Sanford, who pretty much just relies on hitting threes. Yaxel can get out there and cover him and get that 7-foot arm up. Big fan of Mr. Price Sanford's less than points in this game.
Krabs, what if I told you that the Utah Mammoth played yesterday?
Ooh.
And they got shut out.
They got shut out. I know. I don't care. Doesn't matter.
Okay. Just making sure.
Doesn't matter.
Just making sure you're aware.
Yep. They're about to get shut out again. Krabs, take a look at Bub Carrington 3 square.
Oh, green as peepaw. I saw that earlier.
Could be a good fades.
Great fade. When did he become Curry? He stinks.
He's been making threes. Yeah, that's pretty much all I can do. He's back in the starting rotation now. So it's hilarious watching Krabs fade Nebraska and still claiming they aren't good, lol. Only excuse to come back for their wins is that every single team they've beaten is having a down year. I just went over the entire schedule. That is actually the case.
I feel like it's pretty objectively true. Like, are we going to argue like Washington and Oregon are good? Minnesota's not good.
Big win over the weekend against Minnesota. Nice. Great work. Yes. I mean, they have had the most cupcake of schedules.
Yeah, I feel like that's not a debatable part of the argument.
Their team's good. They're deep. Should they be undefeated and be, 5th in the country? Probably not. And they're lucky they have a really easy schedule. That's why they're here. Okay?
Find out.
Jovan, would love to hear from your squares, my man. What do you got?
Fading Jaden Headley rebounds to start, which I would assume. Weird game too, Krabs. I'm wondering your thoughts on this game because I kind of want to fade GCU. They're 3.5, 4.5, depending where you look, dogs on the road against Nevada. Jaden Headley is kind of their Swiss Army knife defenders because he's the biggest defender and he's probably the best defender they have in the backcourt. But he's been grabbing some rebounds as of lately. But I think one of the reasons why is because he hasn't had to chase around like a guy in the past couple games that they've had. Especially because nobody's had like a guy that's a bigger guard. I think he's going to be chasing around Corey Camper a lot tonight. And not to mention that he's a guard. He gets a lot of rebounds off of threes. He gets a lot of rebounds off of blocks and steals. This Nevada team is surprisingly a very efficient 3-point shooting team. They're top 20 in all of college basketball. It's not just because they're Nebraska, Bama taking a bunch of threes and their percentages are good, it's because their volume is pretty concentrated. They take really good looks. They don't take too many of them. Like, it's not the full 5 out in the court that's really a 3-point threat at one time. It's only a handful of guys. So, like, I think today the focus is going to be on stopping Corey Camper, as it pretty much is for any defense facing Nevada. Henley's really the only one that can do that because he's the only one with the size in the backcourt. So I don't think he's going to be crashing the boards as often, and I don't think he can. Plus, I think the only way for Nevada to probably beat this team is not from 3, and they're not going to do that volume-wise, especially if Corey Camper, who has a greened-out 3-point square, does not hit his threes tonight, which I'm sure you were down to fade. Oh, yeah. I think they're going to have to get to the rim, so it spells bad news for Jaden Henley getting boards.
Yep.
Then I already kind of touched on Hunter Huff. I think he's going to absolutely splooge tonight. I've been patiently waiting for a Hunter Huff game, and he's had some tougher matchups. Certainly did last time out against Arizona, which had he not had a rough share of a couple games before that, probably would have faded him then. He's a 5'10 guard going up against a giant team in Arizona, and Jaden Bradley, who's one of the best defenders in college basketball, as we saw at points last night. Now you get a little bit smaller of a team. You get a team that really can't defend as well in transition. You get a team that really has struggled to defend guards that are pretty aggressive, and especially aggressive from the perimeter. Then you also have, looking at the squares, of course, pretty read out charts, including the 2.5-3 square that for the entirety of Big 12 play and a little bit before that too is always pretty typically a normal square. It's a gob tonight, coming off of his probably coldest stretch of the year pretty easily. He's going to be busting. This one's PJ versus Huff, band for band. I choose Huff.
Okay. Love the chart. Love the sell job. Let's get some points flowing in this one.
Need that.
The Sharp Report 4-man link is in the chat. If you guys want to tail, there it is. Let's smack that puppy. Side note, I do have a crazy lineup that's still pending from yesterday. Coco Gauff, less than 16 fantasy score. And Jake Bobo, less than half a receiving yard. I have that pending. $200 to win 600. Let's see if that Bobo square is even still up.
That's probably going to turn to a demon at some point.
It's gone.
It's gone?
Yep. They have his half reception now at a demon. Yep.
There it is.
That is massive. I do have his less than receiving yards.
Well, that's also a demon.
Which is also up for a demon. Yeah.
It's great CLV.
Wow. Let's fucking go. Come on. You're telling me after he's been splooging in the playoffs that he's moving from a regular square there to a demon? That's huge. Huge. Massive. You can't even take the less than if you wanted to. That's why you guys watch BTL. All right. Awesome. I would love to craft up another CBB lineup with you.
I would love that.
Because I got some squares that we've talked about today. I've got some squares that were honorable mentions for the Sharp reports.
Yeah, I was having a tough time narrowing down some squares. I like some squares. Yeah.
So let's get some extra lineups up and moving. A couple squares that I feel like should be going in this lineup. Maybe we even craft 2. Who knows? Who knows where the day will take us? Jamarcus Lawrence, less than 2.5 assists. He doesn't even have a profile picture up, and he's the number 1 most popular square on PrizePicks. Completely green charts on Nebraska. I mean, give me a break.
Yeah, number 1 play on the pop tab. I was looking at this one too. He's the point guard. It's like he'll facilitate everywhere, but a large chunk of his assists are going right to the paint. Okay. And they're not a lot of them are going to mass. A lot of them are going when Sanford actually goes in the paint. The very few assists he's had to guards in this stretch that's on the screen, the fully red or greened out chart is guards that are driving baseline after he gets that or going in transition. So it's not really, if you think Nebraska, which they probably are, is going to have to shoot over the top of Michigan today, he's not really the guy that gets those assists.
Well, that's music to my ears. I'm in. Somebody in chat might have another tennis fade for the peeps. Scarf, you seeing these messages?
Yeah, I need that.
It says, Krabs, I got a tennis play you're going to love. I need you to get eyes on Novak total games chart. This looks exactly like the total games chart and square we took last night. And it is the most popular square for tennis right now. Novak Djokovic, 38.5 total games. Once again, the most popular square. Once again, completely red chart, gents. And if we want to back Musetti, I don't know how we don't just put this more than total games in once again, just like last night.
I'm down.
Yep. Has to be done. And, oh, no, wait. You know what? Let's go ahead and end the show, and let's go ahead and cancel that lineup because Cody Sumwalt in the chat said that's soaring under, bro.
Oh, shit. Cancel it.
Damn.
Cancel it.
Darn. Oh.
So red.
Yeah, could not be capping more. That makes me like the square even more, to be honest. So, perfect. All right, so we got Lawrence. We got Joker more than total games. Okay, we're diversifying this lineup here.
So diverse.
Here's another one from Lancer. Pegula, Anishamova over total games. Oh, boy. Wait, hold on. Chat's going too fast here. He says the Krabs bet is Shelton to win a set and -106. Sinner has won 19 sets in a row against Shelton.
No.
Is there a way we could take that on PrizePicks or?
Is there a way?
There's not a set. There's not a sets one square, unfortunately.
Jeej.
Okay.
Jeej.
Might have to be a straight bet. Okay.
Krabs, they got one of your favorite squares up.
What would that be?
Going back to CBB. Neo 1.5 threes.
Yeah, I was looking at Neo squares, man. I mean, just so rad. They're about to drop clam, or they're about to drop knock.
Drop clam.
Drop clam.
They might drop clam.
They're about to drop clam and muck knock in this game tonight against Georgia Tech. They're going to win by 30. Yep. Corey Camper, less than 1.5 threes.
Yep.
In. There was another 3 square that I was looking at. Oh, I want you to take a look at some of these St. Louis squares.
Yeah.
They've got Trey Green up for 2.5 3-pointers made after he had 5 last game. They have Robbie Avila up for 1.5 3-pointers made after he's had 5 in the last 2 games combined. I mean, good luck going against GW tonight, Robbie Avila. Good luck going against an NBA player tonight. It's probably going to be Rafael Castro covering him, so that's a good looking less than to me. Robbie less than 3s. Or we could just fade Green 3s. I mean, that just sounds like it's meant to be. Trey Green, 3 Green, less than 3s. Come on.
Trey Green 3s.
Literally, his name is making 3-pointers, and we're taking his less than 3-pointers.
Yeah, I mean, that is actually just – that could feel right. I mean, how mobile do you think Rafael Castro is?
He's pretty mobile. He's very athletic.
I was going to say, I feel like he could defend Avila on the perimeter pretty well.
Yeah, I agree. You rather go Avila?
I mean, I think basketball brain probably tells me Avila is a smarter fade.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the chart for any of them is disgusting. I really hate that they don't have I forget the dude's name, but it's none of these guys that are up on the board. The guy that had 9 threes for them last game.
Yeah, it's so beat that he's not up.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think about this 4-man? Jamarcus Lawrence, less than 2.5 assists. Corey Camper, less than 1.5 threes. Novak Djokovic, more than 38.5 total games. Robbie Avila, less than 1.5 3-pointers made.
I mean, that's the most Krabs lineup I've ever seen.
Are you in?
I'm in.
Okay. Let's make another one because I know you got more squares in your back pocket. Yep. What other squares for honorable mentions for you? I'll drop the link in the chat for you guys if you want to tail that first one. But what are some squares that were honorable mentions for you that did not make the cut?
Let me go back and scroll through here. I mean, I like Malik Thomas points. If there is even, I feel like this one is script neutral. Whether you think that, I mean, you think Notre Dame's going to keep it close. I think they're going to get absolutely nucked.
Yep.
But I think they got to do whatever they can to probably double whatever big gets the ball and force Malik Thomas to beat them.
Okay.
I don't know the fact that he's coming off a game that he just absolutely sold and he's on the road where he's the greatest player of all time now. Has to be.
Okay. You like his points?
Yeah, I like his points. He'll be slashing.
Me guy Malik Thomas, points.
Me guy Malik.
He's got a completely greened out 3 square, so let's hope he's getting to the rack.
Yeah,
Okay.
we get in the rack. I also would be remiss if I did not show you Stefan Vox today.
Ooh.
Which I'll tell you, after the way that first game went, I forget how close they made it in overtime, but I mean they took UConn to overtime. Fantastic fucking game that they definitely covered. One of the reasons that they're in that game is because Vox was just having a Mike's way.
Yeah.
And I would think if I'm Dan Hurley, just the way that I've seen him do every time he's rematched against a guy or a team or a specific scheme that's killed them in a game, probably going to make some hard adjustments on him, especially because the other options on Providence are less than trustworthy, to say the least.
Do you like his less than 13.5 points? Do you like his less than PA? Because he's got a pretty green assist square up there too.
Yeah, I think we just go PRA. Take it all.
Okay. Stefan Vox, less than
honorable mention book play as well on UConn.
Okay. STEF.
That would be a great TT under too, CC. I agree. UConn hasn't
Less
covered
than 18.5 PRA.
Yeah.
Okay. We could fade Sam Hoiberg in a lineup. Just fade everybody on Nebraska.
Yeah, problem with that is they're gonna have to shoot when all else fails.
Yeah.
So I don't like fading shooters too much against Michigan because sometimes that's all you can do.
Have you seen the Oscar Clough 7.5 rebound square for Purdue?
I have. I love Oscar Clough today. I would probably take his PR.
Okay. 19.5 PR.
Yeah.
All right, let's find one more less than. Pair with this.
One more less than.
What is the greenest chart we could find in college basketball?
The greenest charts.
Paul McNeil, 2.5 3-pointers made, is extremely green.
That's great as Paul. Greener than Peepaw's knuckle. Huh.
They have Nigel James up again. It's a geek.
Yeah, it's probably going to be green today.
Good said back Diop.
Diop.
No.
I don't know. He's coming off
pretty big.
Stinkers, bro.
I don't know. He just plays like a bitch sometimes when they play anybody with some size at the rim.
We could fade Jermaine Washington against Boise tonight. He's got a green chart for San Jose State. That total's on the way up, though.
Yeah. Could be talking. Paul McNeil threes might not be a bad fate. It just really comes down to how much of a me guy. People forget, I wish he was coming off of some worse games, but he's kind of been cooking. But we do have the Kadir Copeland revenge game today, which I'm sure he has had circled on his calendar for a while. So if he turns into a me guy, the shooters could suffer. Syracuse also sneaky, really good 3-point defense.
I like that Paul McNeil less than threes. I'm in for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Doesn't even have a profile picture. No PFP, no problem.
That one you'll know pretty early. He's like Donovan Atwell. I mean, he's really only in the lineup for one reason, and it's on that screen. You'll see if he's dialed in early or not.
Chat saying, look at Mo Odom assists.
Oh. Let him shoot that rock.
He hit 6 threes last game too.
Never mind.
His assists are pretty green. 6 assists after he had 16 combined in his last 2 games. Yeah. I think I like the McNeil look a little bit better. What are you thinking, Jovan?
Yeah, I'd be down to go McNeil.
Okay.
That is a lot of 3-point fades between both those lineups, though, I will say.
Good. The squares almost never go more than in college basketball.
Yeah, it's probably just – are we getting every single one? Probably not. So we'll hope it lines up right as far as cashing one of the lineups.
Yep. W vibes today, chat. Appreciate all the hate. Great work, guys. Nice. Let's go 4-man. Malik Thomas, more than points. Stefan Vox, less than 18.5 PRA. Oscar Clough, more than 19.5 points and rebounds. And Paul McNeil, less than 2.5 3-pointers made.
It's massive.
You guys want that link?
Yeah, I'm refreshing PrizePicks.
There it is. Boom. Get involved. Real quick, let's talk NBA because there's a square I was looking at that I could be interested in fading, and now it is a taco. That would be SGA 44.5 PRA. Any thoughts on fading SGA tonight?
I mean, never going to talk you off of that. SGA has a horrific record with the taco.
Yeah.
What's the taco? Points?
38.5 PRA.
Denny Avdia in a revenge game. Oh,
Is
boy.
he even playing?
That I don't know, but he does have very red charts on PrizePicks. I certainly wouldn't be fading Denny tonight if he's playing.
That would be a pretty good revenge game.
Yeah. I'm sure he wants to play.
Yeah, I mean, maybe that's why he didn't play last night. Rested him.
PrizePicks, if you want some more CVB spots, I did an article on all 10 games involving ranked teams. Go check that puppy out for me, will you? Okay. Is the Super Bowl party at a place called Backdoor? Sounds weird. No, it is not at Backdoor. It is at Backyard is what that place is called. And it's actually a fire spot. LMNG, are you making the trip down here, bro? Are you making the trip? Let me know. He is. Wow. Should have had it at tight ends. Still never been, Richie.
That would have been goated.
Still never been.
Would have been so good. No way you haven't been, Krabs.
Yeah, because if I wanted to do a cheat meal, I don't know if I want to go somewhere where the food is mid. Is the food any good?
Krabs, you think we're going there for the food, doggy?
That's what I'm saying, brother. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm
You
not.
don't even have to eat.
I understand how the operation works. Okay. LMNG, W Heartbeat Show, my man. Appreciate you coming down here. We're going to have a pretty good time. Okay.
We got it.
Krabs, you see my chat earlier about my coach? No, I did not, Lefty fan. Let me know. Let me know. Yeah, Kevin, that's not on the it's not on the game plan coming up. I gotta be good. I don't know if I'm making any tight end trips with this bald head anytime soon.
Yeah.
Okay? Lefty fan, let me know. Okay. Any other squares, Jovan, that you were eyeing in any sport today that you were thinking about getting involved? I would love to pair something with SGA less than PRA.
I don't know if there's too much. Yeah, I don't know if there's too much else screaming. I haven't had time to go fully through the NBA yet.
Okay. Could fade Juke Harris on Wake Forest against Pitt.
Yeah. Could do that too, Krabs, on screen.
Wow. Yep. There you go. See you. Yeah. I'm in, Goots. On the day of his, big me guy announcement. Oh, the Bud fades. The Bub Carrington fade.
Bud fades an option.
You're going to fade it your own guy.
Be your own guy sometimes, yeah.
Especially when you're on Pitt today.
Yeah, well, we're not getting Pitt and a Bub Splooge Fest. So, we're not getting 2.
Dude, how the fuck is Judge stealing 10?
He's up for 10 bags.
10 bags.
That's a me guy square too, man. Could have put Josh Bell on the cover. Yep.
Me guy square.
Totals dropping in that Washington game as well. Portland's catching steam. Yeah, I'm going to have to fade Bob.
Dude, no way they have NASCAR season squares. That's my next taco pair, or next free square pair.
I'm going to add Aaron Judge to this and make this a 3-piece.
Nah.
SGA less than PRA. Bub Carrington less than 2.5 3-pointers made. Aaron Judge less than season home runs.
Nah.
3-piece. 3-piece. What's up, J-Name? Thanks for holding down the YouTube, my man. Any other meme squares I can put in here, Jovan? Oh, you know what I could put in? Yes. It's that 3 marinating up there for the Illinois game on Thursday.
Oh, yeah, Wagler.
Yes.
There you go.
Make it a 4-man, huh?
There you go.
Keaton, Wagler.
Throw Raleigh triple in there.
Who?
Cal
Raleigh triples. Bro, I don't want to fade Cal. Or you're saying take us more then?
Yeah. Make it a 6-man, perhaps.
6-mans don't hit. What do you think, Jovan? Is a 4-man soft here in this economy?
In this economy, no. I mean, Goose, man, what are we doing?
Goose is kind of being a me guy right now.
Dude, Alex Bowman ain't winning a race.
Who was Alex Bowman's?
He ain't winning a race, dude. Alex Bregman winning races. Dude, Chase Briscoe is for sure not winning 3. But that might be my POD.
If SGA goes less than his PRA, this 4-man's hitting.
Yeah, it wins.
Bub Carrington ain't making 3 threes. Wagler ain't making 3 threes on Thursday. And Aaron Judge ain't hitting 50. If there's one thing I know in this life, it's that Aaron Judge ain't hitting 50 in the Big 6. If we can get through the PRA, this is green, boys. Who wants to tail? I'm going to drop the link.
That's just.
Anybody want to tail this?
Just.
There's a link if you want to get involved. Okay? W4-man, SGA less than PRA. Bub Carrington less than 3s. Keaton Wagler.
Yo, can I point you to something I want you to look at real quick?
Hell yeah.
I just looked at the Green Book. Players to record 35-plus home runs. Nick Kurtz is minus 450 on the Green Book.
Damn.
And that is his line on PrizePicks.
Damn. I noticed some discrepancies with that last year. Like James Wood was like minus 180 to hit his 20 home runs, and they kept him up. So maybe they just don't move those as much. I mean, Trent.
It's all different.
Minus 450? What? Junior Caminero next up, minus 265.
Yeah, he was like fat plus chick to what his line was on PrizePicks last year before the season, if that gives you any reference.
Say it again.
What his line was on PrizePicks last year, he was like plus 190 to get that on the book.
Wow.
So there's your point of reference.
Juan Soto is the 3rd juiciest, which is weird.
I mean, he's hitting nukes. I think he had as much nukes he's hit in his career last year. He likes that park.
Bro, I can't believe Nick Kurtz minus 450. I just wanted to point that to you. Sorry.
I mean, that's crazy.
How do you not put him in the go well? Such a Trent player.
No, he He might be in.
Yeah, I mean, if that square stays for a little bit, would you ever consider locking in your go well early to get that square in?
He'll be in it.
Okay. He'll be in it. Bumpage or not, he'll be in that. Cut the shit.
He doesn't care what it's at.
Okay. No, that's a good find, Trent. Yes, that I know exactly what category you're talking about in the green book, and I've seen that before where they're a little too juicy. But it's still a good sign. It's still a good sign. 450 is crazy. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's fat.
If it was minus 200, it'd be like, okay, that's wild. But minus 450, and that square still up on PrizePicks, that's insane. That's insane. All right.
Really?
I want to end on time because we do have the Yap right after this. W Trent, W Rav. Let's see if they can go 10-2 on their nod pods. I hope they can. That'd be a very impressive feat. But we got to worry about our own pods, the squad rides, because we cannot figure it out to save our lives in January. It starts today. Foot down, must need. We have to hit a squad ride tonight. And we're going to go on a run. We're going to get hot. We're going to finish this week strong. And we're going to get back to over 500 to close out the week. 4 in a row. It starts tonight. Jovan, what is the one player looking at on your sharp report that you will lose sleep over if it's not involved?
It's about to say, where's that?
That's on me. That's on me. Throwing off here, not in the office. My fault. What am I doing not asking Goots if he's around, if he's local, to run that squad ride graphic? You know what, Goots? Do it again. Do me a favor, Goots. Run that shit. I'm trying to see that train.
18.
Okay. I don't know if you've earned the 18 with how the squad rides have been going, but appreciate you, Goots. W's. Jovan, please don't make us put UVA in here, man.
I mean, are you really going to be on the Irish Krabs?
I don't know, man. Let me look.
It's going to be Bell, dude.
Let me look.
If you can't give me the Who's, like you're gonna have to pick a favorite. Which favorite are you willing to chalk up here? Because they're both playing Bell.
I hate them both. You pick.
Oh man.
You pick.
I mean, you got to tell me, like, if you're going to place the other side of the wager or we're planning on it.
I will place whatever wins the squad ride. Always.
I know, but, like, if you're already going to play Notre Dame, then, like, what are we doing?
I'd probably be more inclined to take Indiana.
Okay.
Against Purdue.
All right. Get the Who's involved. They're laying knuckle.
Okay. I trust. I might not always agree with the play, but I always trust. It's gotten us this far. UVA minus 9.5. Michigan and Oklahoma have to go in here.
To be honest with you, I think all your 3 plays can go in here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, nobody's voting for Pitt anyway, so that's fine. You don't love that over enough to get that involved?
Not as much as I think your plays. I like your plays. We got Pitt in a sharp spot. You've been locked with Pitt a couple times. We've taken them.
Yep.
Spot screams it. You got Oklahoma playing Arkansas the game before the Cal Perry game. Then we got Nebraska, who has no chance to lose by double digits according to the chats. I mean, we're in a pretty good spot.
Yep.
All 3 of those games.
All right, let's run it. Let's run 4 plays. 4 plays, 4 winners. We got UVA minus 9.5. We got Oklahoma plus 2.5. We got Michigan minus 10.5. And we've got Pittsburgh on the money line. 4 plays, 4 winners. Hurry up, go, go, go. Lock in your votes. Lock them in. Lock them in. Get them involved. I don't know if you guys want to end it on time today and then announce the squad ride later on the feeds. I don't know if you want to run over. I don't like doing that, but Goots, what are your thoughts, man? Okay. Some bad news here for the Nats. Although I love Dan Coco and Kevin Franzen, 2 of their backup commentators.
No.
They're officially commentating the Nats games all next year. Bob Carp
Backup commentators.
Kevin Franzen was the color guy all last year, and he's up and down. That's the guy I made take a selfie with me when he's eating a burger at the Padres game.
I remember that.
So respect to him for that. Love Dan Coco as a guy. We've talked back and forth on Twitter a lot before about the Nats. Great dudes. He used to be our sideline guy, and then now he's become our backup commentator, play-by-play, and he's taken over full-time this year. So hoping we go out and pay somebody cool to come in, like a seasoned veteran, kind of like we did with Bob Carp from the Cardinals a couple of years ago, and it worked out great. Having a great commentator is a game changer as a baseball fan. If you don't agree, like, you're probably not that tapped into baseball, but having a great color commentator, it's a color commentator and play-by-play, it's night and day the difference in entertainment for the game.
An iconic voice.
Yeah, you need to have a great voice. It's almost as important as having a good team. So, I mean, it's not like the team's good this year anyway, so let's give them a trial run. Orioles actually do have very good broadcasters. Hate to say it, but
not better than Dwayne's stats, man.
Yep. Krabs, you said Texas Southern and Prairie View ML. I said, yep, Texas Southern and Prairie View on the ML. Those are going at 1-1 at worst if you're taking those. Honestly, you should probably just take the spread at this point because they're both catching steam. They're going 1-1 at worst. Let's hope for a sweep. Okay? I like those both. Yep. Kevin Brown and Jim Palmer are good. I'm not a big Jim Palmer guy, but he's decent in the booth. Ben McDonald's goated. Yep. I will give the Orioles some credit there. They have a very good booth.
I'll tip cap to that.
Real question, has Buzzcut Krabs been dialed? Honestly, no. PrizePicks squares have been fine. Book plays have been shit. So the Buzzcut has not helped whatsoever. Might be hurting, to be honest.
Could be a distraction.
Yeah. I mean, look at that thing. It looks like shit.
The books really trying to distract you from the winners, man.
Yep. No hat crabs might be the problem. That could be. I feel like I got to let this puppy breathe. I'm pretty soft if I just rock the hat every time. I mean, you could land a Boeing 737 on this part of my head.
No.
You could land a plane.
No.
Yep. Unbelievable. Yeah, a nice Yankee hat could go perfect. Great. Still cannot believe me, guy Aaron Judge, gets another handout. Incredible. Incredible. Side note, Hokies win today. If you guys want to lay a favorite and you don't want to bet on rat shit UVA, Hokies are mucking.
Yeah, I kind of like the Hokies.
Hokies are mucking. Get those votes in. Got about 1 minute left. Get those votes in. Goots, I love that we pinned the squad ride yesterday on the feed, but we got to take it off now that it was cake. But I love that, though. I love when you do that. But I hate looking at BYU cake on the feed. Also, I think our squad ride record is wrong. Oh, boy. No, I keep it. Yeah, the graphic, it's wrong. Yeah. I think we're 6-9-1, not 7-8-1. Unfortunately. Yeah. I don't think we have a 7th win, unfortunately.
Good.
Do we have a squad ride yet? Michigan laying Nuck. Love that. Fading Nebraska, fading the undefeated Huskers. After all the shit talking in chat as well, that is a W.
That's
huge.
A it's the way you want it.
No, T. Crizzy, we're not deleting cake. We're just not pinning it to the Twitter. We've never deleted shit. You can pin tweets on Twitter. We've been pinning the squad ride, but we forgot to take it down. It was yesterday's squad ride. Okay? We're not deleting shit. Give me a break. All right, stick around for the Yap, WYAP, WRAB, W Trent. Very excited to hear what you guys craft up for today. Appreciate you guys watching stream. Appreciate you guys getting involved in the YouTube and the Twitch. Check out the article on the website. Go RSVP for the Bookit Super Bowl Big Game Party. And we'll catch you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. We'll be.
But
Peace.